Okay, I got this. This is not gonna work.
Hey,
That's
hey.
fucking disgusting.
I be like, I be like, 1600. She wanna fly, yeah.
Because you don't make coffee.
Cause she know I got them bands on me. Designer for the clothes, and we sliding in them whips, and the cars don't start with no key. I can't hear them haters talk like what you saying. Run it up, bitch, I'm the man. Buy my mama big house, now that's the plan. I ain't got time for the wait, I need them bands. So what you say? Bitch, I'm the man. You do what you wanna do it, cause I can. I think I'm too hot, bitch, I need a fan. They say show my money, bitch, I show them bands. Let go. I ain't gotta lie, fuck her till she traumatized. Yeah, you know she put that pussy on me. I don't stop for the hoes, run it up with the bros. Yeah, you know that's how we keep it OP. So tell me, baby, do I drive you crazy? I gave you good dick, I left you all sedated. I could be your OBG.
Let's toast though, because
Yes.
I feel like we can. This is our first episode.
Finally. What is this, like 2 years later? A year and a half later? Oh.
It's like 2 years later.
What? So I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I hate spiked coffee, so
Yours is browner than mine. Mine has more of that liquor in it. I'm sure that's probably why.
I got me a little Cayman Jack.
What was that? I don't know. Not my name. Anyway, it's been a long time coming, and I feel like we've been supposed to do this for like 2 years. And backstory, this was actually supposed to be a podcast with 4 people. Like 4 people. And now it's just 2.
You just learned that not all personalities mesh well. Well, not with us, because we're fine.
I feel like we're literally the same person, but like in 2 different bodies. Like we have very small differences, but I feel like our differences, like,
they're very small, but they make us very different, but very the same.
But I feel like it evens us out. Like we're like very
the yin to my yang.
Yeah. Like anybody who ever meets us together, they're always like, I could tell that's your best friend. Like the lady in the store earlier, like I'm talking to you, she's like, that's your best friend, huh? She's like, how do you know? And she's like, I could just tell. Like that's crazy, but she is my best friend.
We're besties.
For the resties.
Miss Westie.
Don't do that. You sound like my baby. Kai loves that song. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've been supposed to do this for 2 years. We've been talking about it more so this year. Like we ordered our mics. We actually got a camera, but we're going to start using that later. We just need to get started. Because I feel like the more we talked about it, the more we weren't going to like do it, you know? Yeah. Like we were just going to keep prolonging it, pushing it back, and it's just a lot. But I'm happy we finally started, so I feel like we really don't have no reason not to record no more.
Yes. So this is our first episode. This is our intro, obviously. So it's a little bit it's a little get to know me.
But no, this is gonna just kind of, it's not really all of, like we're really just gonna be telling y'all how this came about, when this came about, the name of it, how we came up with the name. Like
I actually don't know how to do that. We were just talking,
but we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, and I feel like we're gonna get to, just so you can kind of like, we're not gonna get into the nitty gritty because we got some fire topics for you, like some fire topics. It's gonna be crazy, but
so you wanna like introduce, give us like a little bit about each of us. You go first.
I was about to say you go first. Okay, so I'm Lane. Oh, we could talk about how we met. Okay, so my name's Lane. I'm actually, if you don't know, I'm from Thibodeau. And it was crazy because so I'm gonna tell you.
Nobody's gonna know what that is. We're from Louisiana.
Yeah, but no, what's
South
crazy
Louisiana.
is though, we met how long ago? Like, cause I'm from Thibodeau, right? Which is a small town in Louisiana. She's from Houma, which is a small town in Louisiana.
But like next door.
Like literally 15 minutes away. But we never knew each other growing up. And then we just kind of like, we met through a mutual friend. And it's so crazy because in 2016, I moved away. I moved to Tampa for a little while. And then after Tampa, I got pregnant and I moved to Atlanta. And I was there. And when me and my son's dad split up, I moved back home and I met you. Yeah. And you had just moved back home.
Yep. Because in 2016, I moved to Missouri.
That's so crazy how our lives were so similar.
Yep. We both had no kids when we moved away. Came home
with a child
years later with a kid.
Whew. Yeah. But so we moved back home. We actually have a mutual friend, Brooklyn, and it's so crazy because I don't like people,
and I don't
she don't like people.
I extra don't like people.
Tell them how that whole situation went.
That was actually going to be one of our co-hosts, and she'll probably guest star. She'll definitely guest star. Away. The fourth, we don't have a fourth, but me and Brooklyn were hanging out. I don't know where we went that day, but we were out somewhere, and she was like, "Oh, let me see what my friend Lane, my best Lane, doing." And I'm like, I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to go." And she was like, "No, you'll like Lane. I know you don't like people, blah, blah, blah." I was like, okay. So, like, in my mind, we even stopped and got daiquiris because I, like, didn't want to go. So I'm like, maybe if we go like that, it'll be fun. And we got there, and it was fine. Like, it was fine. But then she started telling me, like, she started talking about things, and I'm just there because I don't know her, so these things have nothing to do with me, so I'm just existing with my dad.
And it's crazy because Brooklyn told me, she was like, I'm about to come over there with a friend of mine, and I'm like, you about to bring somebody I don't even know to my house? Like, and she just actually tried to pop up. Like, she just told me while she was on her way. She didn't tell me prior to. So it's crazy because our minds were like similar. Like, she was like, she really didn't want to come to this random female's house, and I'm like, I don't really want you to come to my house either, you know? But we, like, literally instantly, like,
we just hit it off. Because
it's so crazy. Our lives are so similar, and we've gone through so many things. Like, our lives are crazy. Our lives are crazy. And
my life has recently got crazy. My life was not crazy when I moved home.
Well, when I met you, though, I was going through a crazy situation with somebody that was so-called, quote-unquote, your cousin. So, like...
Quote-unquote, that is my cousin.
Because, maybe, nobody ever mentioned you, okay?
Right, that's like my second cousin.
But no, like, y'all were cousins. And so when I'm venting, me and him were going through a situation, and... you just happen to like, oh my God, that's my cousin. And I'm like, oh girl, I'm dogging this man out. But she told me who his daddy was.
Oh my God. You can't say that.
She said, you must not know who his daddy is.
And she was looking at me like, what the fuck you mean by that?
Daddy? Like, why do I care? She's like, well, if you knew his daddy, you would understand why you're going through what you're going through. And I'm like,
daddy name
don't
blank.
Say that. Anyway, so we
oh God,
we really got close though. Like, it was great. It was fun. We started hanging out. Like, she lived in Lafayette, and I lived in Shreveport, and she literally almost lived with me.
Like, I did. It was summertime. My kid goes with his dad during the summer.
You weren't working at the time. Even when you started working, you would literally come all the way to Thibodeau, which is like an hour and a half drive.
And just drive here to work.
Because she was just so obsessed with me. She loved me so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So, we actually hung out this time at her house whenever we got to acquaint for the first time. And then the three of us, our friend Brooklyn, we went to brunch breakfast. We went to this little small restaurant called Shoney's. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but fire ass breakfast buffet. But
I remember that. That's the hookah.
But
she's a hookah whore. I am too, but it's okay.
So we went to breakfast, brunch, whatever, with our kids and her kid, because I don't have a kid in the summertime. But anywho, we went to breakfast, brunch, whatever, and it was just a crazy chain of events that day. And that's what really kind of got us close. You know, something traumatic happens, and you just kind of like bond with somebody over it. It was just crazy. It was a crazy, crazy day.
It was very crazy.
And then from that day, I've talked to her every day.
Every day.
I don't think we've skipped a day talking.
And I think and it's crazy because we're roommates now. Like, a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people from because I was living in Thibodeau just a couple months ago, and back in January, we decided to move in together. We both have boys, so we got a 3-bedroom, and we just we just living life. And it's so fun though. It's so fun having. And it's like crazy because I couldn't live with anybody. Like, I could not just go. Like, it's not easy for me to like coexist with people. But it was easy with her because we both have kids, so she's very understanding. She knows my son. I know her son, so like we don't really have no issues. And our kid, like, I mean, I don't know. It's just fun. Like, it's like I get out. I work from home. She goes to work. So she comes home. Like, we just we'll get ready for bed, come sit on the sofa, smoke some hookah, talk
Just
about our
kick
day.
it. Yep.
It's
We
like having
just-
like a daily
routine.
No, not even routine, like a
No.
therapy session. Like we
Yeah.
literally can talk about our day every day.
Yeah.
And yeah. But yeah.
It's refreshing. It's refreshing because I mean we would talk to each other anyway every day.
But it's different because like we don't have to like drive. Like we used to have to like figure out like dang, like,
Yeah.
you used to want me to come down here so bad, and I hate driving. So I would never come down here. And now that I live here, it's like we be chilling. It'd be so fun. I miss being home though, but I love living here.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for her, I would hate living here.
That's why I was just so bored before she moved here. Like in the beginning, I was bored, but yeah, you know.
I really wonder what this is off topic, but I really wonder what this hookah sound like with this mic.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Whoops.
I really want a Cayman Jack because I don't really want to drink this coffee. I could though. It's not bad. Mine is actually good. Hers is disgusting, but whatever.
I just don't like creamy alcohol. That's just.
If my sister was here, my sister Ariana, she loves creamy alcohol. She be buying like the strawberry or whatever cream flavors, stuff, like Bailey's and all that. Or no, not Bailey's.
Rum chata.
Rum chata and all that, yeah.
It ain't my thing. So basically, this is how this came about. I'm like, man, we need a name for the podcast. We can make hot Messo Espresso. Obviously, I don't know if y'all have gotten it yet, but we're a hot fucking mess. We're a hot mess. It is what it is. And
definitely a hot mess. Yeah, I can agree.
Hot messes. And I like coffee. She likes coffee. We always find ourselves like at Starbucks or different coffee shops trying to try different things. I'm like, hot Messo Espresso. And I just thought it was like perfect. So every episode we're going to have like a coffee drink that we make or buy because that's who we are as people. But we'll have a coffee beverage every episode and just, it'll be a vibe. But sometimes it may not be alcoholic. Sometimes it will be alcoholic. Whatever.
And it'll be good.
It'll be great.
And we have some really good topics though. Like I really can't wait to get to the nitty gritty because me and Brie have gone through so much stuff.
Since we've met each other,
it's so hard not to curse right now because I'm so used to cursing when I'm talking to you.
Several times.
I haven't.
You've done great.
I've done really good. And if you know me, you know I have a potty mouth. Like I literally will curse so much, but I'm trying not to. But we've gone through so much stuff since we met each other. Like, oh my God. The good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the crazy,
the stupid, and most importantly, the delusion. So we're both just delusionalist. We're delusionalist. I don't know if that's actually a word, but that's us. We are fucking delusional. I cursed again.
Okay.
You can figure out how to bleep us.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah. We I don't know, I really can't wait till we get to our like good topics because our friendship is so crazy and it's so like, oh my God. So we can kind of get into this. I think I've maybe opened up and voiced this to you plenty of times. You know, okay, when you grow up, you have different friends, right? Like you meet people, maybe not you, but I was a really friendly person growing up. So I had a lot of friends and I love a lot of them. You know, like I really do still love them. Mm-hmm. But I actually, like when I met Brie, it was so crazy. It was like a breath of fresh air because I was able, like I really can talk to her about so much stuff. Like our lives are so similar. They're so different in so many ways. And she's been able to like, because when I talk to her about stuff, a lot of stuff I've gone through, she's been through. So she's always been able to be like, maybe not help because
I'm nobody's voice of reason. I'll say that. I'm very understanding though. And I'm all for people doing whatever they want to do. Like, I want you to do whatever's going to make you happy. But I'm also that person that can like,
she'll tell you, look, I don't think that's a good idea. But she's not going to judge me for making a decision. Like, or same thing for her. Like, I will tell you all day, every day, like, Brie, that's stupid. You know? But I'm not going to hate you for making the decision you want to make. Because that's, at the end of the day, it's like, and this goes for anybody. At the end of the day, you live your life. You do what you want to do with your life. Nobody else is in control of your life but yourself. And I feel like when people are always like, this happened the other day. Somebody texted my phone and told me that they had a bad day. And I'm like, you chose to have that bad day because you let somebody bother you, like, who shouldn't have any control over you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we allow people to have control over us. And then that's how you can allow people, like, for instance, at work with you.
Girl.
You tend to
Girl.
You allow her to bother you, you know?
I do.
You do.
I do.
And we do that. As humans, we allow people to get us upset or say things that can bother us, and we really don't have to do that because this is our life, our mind. It's easier said than done, but
it is easier said than done because I'm just like, once I'm bothered by somebody and something that they do, then it's just hard for me to like exist with them. Of course. Because I don't, in a work setting it's different because I don't have a filter and like I like to voice my opinion. So it's really a breath of fresh air to be able to come home and have a roommate to like vent to. Because we're both single currently, so we don't have like men. But yeah. So like coming home after a long day, because my work days have gotten longer. They've gotten longer. But it's okay. We're not here to talk about work. Yeah. I enjoy not being there.
And we got to go back tomorrow, so it's
whatever, that's gross. Okay.
But yeah, I'm just happy that we finally took the step to like start this, because every time she would be in the mood, I wouldn't be in the mood,
and it just would never get done.
And it's like, and then when I did, I get in the mood to talk when I'm like going through some shit.
And we never go through things at the same time.
It's either like, you or me. It's never both.
I'm like, baby, I've been delivered. But we do it. We have great topics. So if you're into like, I mean, our topics will basically be about everything in life. Just
I'm gonna be very open.
Motherhood, like, parenthood.
I'm gonna be very open because I really feel like
we're pretty transparent people.
My life is my story, and like I don't really give a fuck about other people and how they feel about me sharing my story because it's my story. Well, I mean, that's me being serious. So like I had to curse.
Oh, she curses when she's serious.
But it's for like it's my life, it's my story. So like I should be able to.
I mean, okay, it's your story. Everybody, there's ducks outside of our window.
We don't make me fucking laugh, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And they're just entertaining. Like they shaking their tail.
Back to the fucking.
But anyways, by the way,
she has a very short attention span.
I got ADHD, but whatever. I don't know what I was saying anymore. Oh yeah, your story is your story, and I feel like there's three sides to the story.
Right. So just because I'm telling my side,
that don't mean
go tell your
no
side.
No shade.
I ain't gonna use no names or anything. I feel like we'll make up fake names. How about that?
Yeah, no shade.
We'll talk about Keisha, Larry, Joe, and Mo.
Okay, and Yolanda. Like whatever.
I just can't wait to get to the nitty gritty, like, cause I'm so excited about this. Like,
me too. So we're still working on a schedule on when we're gonna put out episodes
and be able to like make TikToks and like
keep y'all updated. Keep y'all updated in between episodes on what the next episode has to like.
I'm gonna link the Instagram too, because I want y'all to go follow.
Because you'll probably see this on Instagram first. If you don't, you'll see it on TikTok or YouTube. Wherever you fit. We got a lot of things in the work. This is one of the things that we had in the work. We also have a new business idea that we've just come up with that we're not going to share yet, but it's something that we've been talking about here recently. And we just trying to do all the things,
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we do a little TikToking on the side too.
Mm-hmm.
We little content creators, but I like accidentally became a TikToker. I posted one video. I'm an esthetician. I went to school for aesthetics, and I posted one video, and I woke up with like buku followers.
For y'all, you got lucky. I had to actually like try to like. Yeah, I saw her get
you
paid.
Need to do it.
I'm like, oh my god, let me. So I was posting like every day. Yeah.
So she did it the organic way. I literally accidentally like. And for y'all that don't know, buku is a French term that means a lot. It's like a Cajun French word.
I never knew that.
Because really?
I know it. I mean, I know what buku means, but I didn't know it was like a Cajun or French.
Yeah,
I just thought it was like word. Some slang, ghetto slang.
No, whenever I moved out of state, nobody knew. You know how we be spelling it Bookoo?
You spell it Bookoo?
You spell it with a C. How you spell it?
Buku.
Okay, so some people we spell it in a ghetto slang way, but it's really like Baukeape. It's like a real actual word.
Oh, yeah. I have seen that before.
So it's an actual word, but if we say that a lot,
buku, girl, they got buku.
Well,
I'm
buku,
sorry. That
a
just...
lot is what it means. A plethora of something. But yeah, because nobody knows what that means. Whenever I moved to the Midwest and I used to say buku, they used to be like, what's that? But whatever.
When I moved to Tampa, everybody just was, they used to try to make me talk a lot. Like, they used to make me repeat myself and like,
but I feel like on this video right
that.
now, we're both talking very, very not accent.
Yes.
Like,
but it's because, let me tell you, I used to have a really strong accent, but when I moved
Same.
to Tampa, I worked in a call center
Mhm.
and my accent was taken as like ghetto. So like I had to learn how to talk more proper so that I wouldn't sound quote unquote what they call ghetto. Like here it sounds normal because like I don't really talk like that because I've literally had to train myself to like lose my accent when I was living out of state.
Now give me like 2 more Cayman Jacks, baby. And
yeah, like I don't really have my accent no more because I had to train myself to get rid of it. I don't think it's ghetto, but to other people in other states, they look at it like, oh, you're talking very trashy or ghetto. Not educated.
With no season. Because I just feel like people
ever.
I've never dated a man that wasn't from Louisiana. Even I lived away for 6 years. I ain't never dated nobody that wasn't from Louisiana because I don't like dating. I just don't like it.
I just like people.
No shade, no tea. I'm sure y'all are great, but
people don't watch this. Me. But no, I just feel like they don't have no season. Like maybe like the southern states though, like because I've seen TikToks from guys from like Alabama, Mississippi. They be a little normal. Maybe a little Texas.
But can they make a roux?
I heard people from Mississippi could cook.
Yeah, I don't know people from Mississippi, so I do not know one person from Mississippi.
I know a person from Mississippi too. You want to know who? Huh?
Oh, I can't say names.
I'm bleeping out that is him. I don't know if he's from Mississippi or Baton Rouge though, but he be back.
I had to think.
That's so funny. I don't know if he can cook though, but
I don't know. That's my
he's
dog.
Never cooked for me. Shut the fuck up.
That's my dog.
Breathe. Oh my god, you're bothering me. But anyway, so I mean, I really think that's it. I mean, this should really wrap up like the first episode.
Yes. So if y'all
like we did good, we just like I said, this episode was really just to kind of tell y'all that, like, just to kind of give you guys an introduction, you know, of who we are, why we thought about starting this, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I think we did pretty good.
So stay tuned for our next episode, which, disclaimer, we're moms and we have full-time jobs and we like content create on the side.
We're about to record.
That's what I was getting to. So if we got the same outfits on in more than one video, it's because we batch recorded.
Because, baby, we are parents, so we don't always have time to record. So we have to like get as many episodes. Like right now, my son is down for a nap. Kai's asleep in my bed.
And even if we did have, we gotta wash and dry, baby, so it don't even matter.
And even if our kids, if you ever see my child run into this video, look, just ignore him because there's no stopping him. Like, this is his house just as much as it's mine, just as much as it's hers, and just as much as it's her son's house. So
yeah, poor baby.
You know, all I can say is go in your room, but I can't guarantee you he gonna stay in there, okay? And if he is in there, he might be yelling.
He always
and he likes to talk to Alexa. Let me tell you, we changed Alexa's name to Echo.
And that worked until he
realized it was Echo. So now he talks to Echo all the time. Yeah. He's irritating. But anyway, I love my baby. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode. We'll get to some tea the next episode. But make sure y'all follow us on all our social medias. I'll link everything in the video. And I think that's really it.
Until next time.